PlayStation is doing yet another State of Play event this week, and to be honest, the premise of this State of Play event is a little bizarre because what they're showcasing isn't going to be anything super related to the PS5. No big PS5 announcements are going to be happening, and this event is actually going to be focusing on PS4 and PSVR games that are going to be coming up. And that kind of fits, you know, a certain Kingdom Hearts game that's upcoming, that's slated for this year actually, in Melody of Memories. The State of Play will be live streamed on Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific. They gave us a list of things to expect actually, which is pretty bizarre for a company to do for their live stream. Usually at most they might tell us what not to expect. Like for Nintendo, for example, they have to clarify at any event that like doesn't have Smash that no Smash is going to be at this event, because you know how Smash fans are. But PlayStation actually gave us a list of things that the conference is going to be, you know, doing. In this tweet they released early morning on August 3rd, they said what to expect: a focus on upcoming PS4 and PSVR games, a few quick check-ins on third-party and indie games from June's PS5 showcase, and no big PS5 announcements. And when you go to the blog actually, in the little link they provide where it says tune in details, you can actually see when you scroll down a little bit that it says the episode is weighing in at 40 plus minutes. So that means that there's a lot of stuff to cover in this State of Play. Now, we don't know how they're going to exactly do this. I mean, maybe they're going to showcase like 30 minutes of Cyberpunk and 10 minutes of everything else, but I'm sure they're going to get a decent bit of games in there. They said we've got a great lineup in store featuring plenty of new gameplay footage and other game updates. Can't wait to hear what you think. And also they say, just to be super clear, there will be no PlayStation Studio updates in Thursday's episode. There won't be any updates around hardware, business, pre-orders, or dates either. On Thursday, our focus is squarely on showcasing some cool upcoming games coming to the broader PlayStation ecosystem. Should be fun. So that means nothing crazy again for exclusives from PlayStation. It's going to be a lot of third-party stuff and just general PS4, PSVR games that are going to be coming up. And when they talk about pre-orders and whatnot, they're likely talking about the PlayStation 5. There won't be any updates on the PS5 for pre-ordering or anything like that, which is a little unfortunate because I feel like the pre-order should be up by now, but I don't know. The bizarre thing about this State of Play is that it's going to be 40 plus minutes long, as the blog states, and they aren't focusing on PS5 games. There will be no big PS5 announcements. Melody of Memories has not been slated for the PS5 or Xbox Series X. It'll likely be one of its backward compatible titles, but because of that, Melody of Memories is a lot more likely to appear at this State of Play compared to some other events where they probably would showcase more PS5 information or would be focusing on some newer games, newer announced games. Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories, it is a rhythm game, and despite it being a Kingdom Hearts title, Kingdom Hearts series being really popular nowadays, it's likely something that a company wouldn't put in its like big lineup of like new releases or anything. It's kind of a side title for the Kingdom Hearts series, and no one really expected it to release this year, and it seems like Melody of Memories is still slated for this year, hopefully at least. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed. So since it's still slated for 2020, then we have to be getting some sort of news soon, and if it's not this month, then it must be next month at the Tokyo Game Show. But I actually do think it's very likely we could see something at this State of Play this week. We haven't seen Melody of Memories since June 19th and haven't gotten news on it since either, or any additional info or interviews, so it's about time to get more info, I feel like, since the game is still slated for a 2020 worldwide release, which I really like that they're going out of their way to kind of do that. Though a worldwide release might be really hard during the world's current circumstances. However, though, they felt confident enough in Melody of Memories to announce the game like during all of this. I mean, it was announced in June and we were well into the pandemic since then. Now, the Tokyo Game Show is still happening this year with no in-person attendance. Kingdom Hearts always appears at Tokyo Game Show, but that isn't going on until the end of September, and I'm sure they'll want to start the advertising phase for Melody of Memories before that. Now, of course, expectations are a very self-destructive thing to set, because you can easily set yourself up to be even more disappointed, though it still has been a while since we've seen Melody of Memories, and since the State of Play isn't focusing on the PS5 and rather on upcoming PS4 games, it's very likely to be shown. I just definitely do think we're getting more Melody of Memories news this month, probably probably within the next couple of weeks. I'm expecting the contents of a Melody of Memories trailer to probably be more like expansion on the rhythm game segment of it, though of course the hook for a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans who are looking at Melody of Memories is that story that we saw at the end, which seemed to be a post Kingdom Hearts 3 world focusing around Kairi trying to save Sora and a little bit of Riku from what it seemed as well. We're still a little bit confused on exactly what Melody of Memories is. It seems to be a rhythm game that does still have some Kingdom Hearts story in Unreal Engine 4, though we don't know how much, how little. Maybe there is some action game segments mixed in there. We are kind of like still in the dark on that. But what do you think is the likelihood of Melody of Memories appearing at the State of Play event this week? Or do you guys think they're going to kind of troll us and keep us on a string leading all the way up to Tokyo Game Show and are going to wait to showcase anything until then? I still feel like it will be pretty weird to showcase it then. However, though, this isn't your traditional Kingdom Hearts game and will likely have a way shorter advertisement cycle compared to something like Kingdom Hearts 3 or even something like a HD collection. But that is going to be about it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you're not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.